Guys, in this video we are going to learn how to build a scroll animation in React.js using a library called Framer Motion. So in this project we are just going to add a simple progress bar at the top. So as we start scrolling down the page, the progress bar is going to appear at the top of the page. So that's the simple animation we are going to build in this video. Stay tuned till the end and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. So guys, my new React application is running on localhost 3001 and the sample project that we have seen is running on localhost 3000. So we will try and replicate this project into our new React application. So guys, here I am in my new React application in Visual Studio Code. To start building this project, I'm just going to install a package that is Framer Motion by running a command npm install Framer Motion and hit enter. So now we have all the packages that we are going to need to build this simple project. So guys, to start building this project, I'm just going to remove all the default code that we have here and put hello world in place of this default code. I'm also going to remove the class name here. So guys, now we have a hello world application that is running on our localhost 3001. Now let's go to the Visual Studio Code and start building this application from scratch. So guys, here in my Visual Studio Code, I'm just going to remove the hello world from here and I'm just going to place some p tags with the lorem ipsum text. So here under the div tag, I have placed some paragraph tags with the lorem ipsum text. So this is just going to create a random web page with a scroll bar. Let's save it and have a look in the browser. So here in the browser, we can see that we just have a simple web page with a scroll bar. And now we can start building the scroll animation on this web page. So guys, before we build a scroll animation that is going to have a progress bar at the top, we just have to create a very simple progress bar by using a simple div tag here. And on this div tag, I'm just going to put some styling. So here I'm just going to say that this div tag is going to have a height of 10 pixels. And we can also mention a width of 100% on this div tag. I'm just going to assign a background color to this div tag and the background color is going to be red. I'm also going to say that the position of this div tag should be fixed. It's just going to be sticking at the top. And there is some more CSS we can put here. For example, top can be 0. Basically, it's going to have a no margin from the top. From the right as well, there is going to be no margin. Same from the left. Now let's save this and look in the browser how this progress bar is looking. So here in the browser, we can see that we have a very simple progress bar at the top, which we just created by using a simple CSS. So as of now, the animation is still not working because we haven't implemented the animation on this. What we want is as we scroll down, this progress bar should be growing based on the scroll bar. So in the next step, we are going to put some animation on this div tag using a library called Framer Motion. So guys, to put an animation on this div tag, we have to make some imports from the Framer Motion library. So here at the top, I'm just going to import motion from Framer Motion. And we are also going to need a useScroll hook from Framer Motion. So now we have all the imports that we are going to need from the Framer Motion library. So here under the app, I'm just going to create a variable by using this useScroll hook that we have imported from Framer Motion. So let's create a variable here that is going to be scroll y progress. So guys, now to implement the animation on this div tag, I'll be using my scroll y progress variable. And I'll also be using the motion tag that we have imported from Framer Motion. So to implement the animation, I'm just going to convert this div tag to motion.div. And this motion tag is coming from the Framer Motion library. So we just have to convert this div tag to motion.div. And we'll be using this scroll y progress variable and add one more property here in the CSS styling. That is going to be scale x. And this is going to be scaling based on scroll y progress. Now if I save this and go back to my browser. So here in the browser, you can see that now the progress bar is disappeared from the top. But if I start scrolling the page down, this progress bar is going to grow very gradually based on the scroll. But as of now, we can see that this progress bar is growing from the middle of the page. Now what I want is that this progress bar should be growing from the left side of the page. To do that, I'm just going to go back to my Visual Studio Code. Here under the CSS, I'm just going to add one more property that is going to be transform origin. And I'm just going to say that the origin is going to be 0. If I save this, go back to my browser, now I can see that my progress bar is growing from the left of the page. So guys, that's the simple animation I wanted to cover in this video. If you found a value in this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel.